Hello, the boat show lovers. Today we are in Miami. Since Florida is home to many boat shows, we're here to talk to some key players about the changes in the U.S. boating and marine industry. So we have lots of questions and they are going to give us the answers. Sea Ray is known for dedicating a lot of attention to craftsmanship, high quality materials. What do you think are the ingredients that make Sea Ray successful?
So I think it starts with the people. As we look at the people, we kind of put it in three categories. We've got our employees, where internally we want to make sure they're set up for success in terms of our inspired design and our meticulous craftsmanship. But we also have dealers in the marketplace that represent us that are there for some unrivaled support with the products. And then our end consumer, who is buying the products that have had an affinity for luxury performance. And as we look at that, we've got to bring that voice inside to our organization to be able to design and engineer the products that'll meet their high expectations or high standards. What we end up doing on every new project, we go out and do what we call Voice of the Customer. And with that, we'll go out to current owners when we're thinking about redoing a product or looking at white space to say, what do you like about your boat? What would you like different? And how do you use it? And then we also observe what they bring on board. So there's a lot of observation on those personal interviews with people to understand what type of gear, picnic, food, drinks, water toys, those types of things that then our designers and engineers can interpret into solutions that make a day on the water hassle-free and tons of enjoyment for the family and friends.
So what are those principles that contribute to making, Boston Whalers so successful?
Yeah, there's really four that we like to talk about. The first is we call it legendary excellence, and this brand has been around for over 65 years and has a long history of craftsmanship and innovation and excellence around technology. The other is quiet confidence, and that's really our customers buy Boston Whalers because of the safety that our construction offers them and just the confidence they have out on the water. And then our designs are extremely purposeful. If you go through our boats, you'll find that every space is really thought through. We try to have all of the features where customers are going to use them, and we spend a lot of time researching with our customers to make sure the product is really right. And then probably most importantly is just the customer centricity. So our customers are a huge part of this brand. They stay with our brand for years and many times generations, and we really cultivate that owner community and leverage them for feedback and advice on new products.
So you mentioned safety, which is obviously very important for you guys. Let's talk a little bit more about that, because sometimes people think of safety and they think they're giving up something, but that's not the case.
No, not at all. The Boston Whalers have a unique construction, so these boats are really safe. They handle really well in rough waters, and that's just part of our DNA. We think about technology and integration with our displays and the Mercury engines and how we can make the experience as intuitive. Safety is also a function of how easy it is to use the product.
It's no secret that in the last few years, the world has gone through some changes and time has become very valuable, spending time with family and friends and getting out in the water. But the way of using boats has changed as well. New trends are coming in and we're going to find out what those trends are.
They become very practical when they get asked what they like on a boat and what's important to them, and a lot of it centers around their family and things that they're bringing on board. They want to have a place for everything and everything in its place, so storage is important. And then as they use it, they're looking for more interaction with electronics or digital switching, because the younger generation is very quick with the electronics. Where the parents are typically asking them to slow down, and we almost have the younger generation teaching the older generation how to use the helm of the boat. But as we think through that, it's all got to be user-friendly and easy one-touch type operation.
So basically people know what they want. They want a boat that is functional.
Yes, very much so. And I would say multifunction, because when people go out, they're cruising, they're doing what we call coving, which is dropping anchor, having a picnic, swimming a little bit, and then they want to go do water toys, whether it's tubing or wakeboarding. So the product needs to take that all into consideration, so they've got a full day on the water to enjoy it versus single use or single purpose. I think the biggest thing that's evolved a little bit pre-pandemic, but certainly through the pandemic and post, is how they're using the product. Day boating is becoming more and more prominent throughout the size range, from 20 feet up through 40 feet. Even where we have our Sundancer series, which is more of a hybrid cruiser now, where there's still a bow riding section on the bow of the boat there, where it creates another social zone to expand the areas for people to utilize the boat, both in the bow, the cockpit, and the transom area. So it provides better use for the day for the family, or if they've got friends along, to be able to have kids in one area, parents or grandparents in another area.
How do you try to make people, maybe the newcomers, understand like what you're really going to need on a boat, what spaces you're going to enjoy more?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think we pride ourselves in having boats that are extremely functional, right? Most customers, when they think about Boston Whaler, they think about durability, but they also think about functionality. And so one of the things that we do, and we really pride ourselves in, is our design team spends a lot of time with users. How do you want to use the boat? What do you want to do out on the water? Do you want to fish? Do you want to fish some days? Do you want to do water sports other days? Do you want to spend time with the family? And we try to develop our boats to incorporate all the features that you would need. I was speaking with a customer yesterday that has a 420 Outrage. And that customer has a large family, and so some weekends he has 15 people on the boat and they have a fantastic time. Other weekends it's he and his wife, and they go to Bimini and they spend the weekend on the boat. And other times he might be going out with a friend and they're just going to fish. So you can really configure the boat how you want to use it.
You think that's also part of your success, the fact that you know how to intercept what a client is going to need, even not maybe immediately, but in the near future?
Yeah. You know, it's interesting when you talk to a customer and ask them what they need or how they use the boat. That's one thing, but we also study our customers. So we have a lot of customer events, and we bring our design and engineering teams out on those events. And what customers say and what they actually do are often two different things. So we really spend a lot of time studying how customers use our product, what they're struggling with, and combining what they're telling us with what they're actually doing and how they're using the product to think about new designs in the future. We're going to continue to be focused on incorporating more and more technology. We want to continue to leverage the strength of our parent company, Brunswick, and all the technologies that come from Mercury and Navico Group to make boating more and more intuitive and easier. And we're going to continue to look at how we blend, you know, the real world experience with the digital experience, and how customers want to leverage the digital environment, you know, and combine that with what they do every day or how they boat.
You mentioned technology. So how do you keep that DNA that you have with new technology? How do you combine those things?
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, I would say that we try to incorporate technology that's truly purposeful. So we don't just add technology for technology's sake. We really try to think about, again, what customers are trying to accomplish when they're out boating, and how can that technology support them. And then we try to integrate the technology in a very elegant way. So instead of just plugging a bunch of different types of technology, we try to integrate it in the boat so you almost don't realize it's there. And so we can still create a really elegant look, a very clean look to our boats.
I know you have new projects. So what are the current projects and what are your future projects?
So I think the start of it is we have a new design DNA that we launched 2 years ago with our Sundancer 370. We then brought it out into our SLX 260 platform, which is here at the show this year, as well as our 280 SLX that's behind us here. That new design language is athletic and has a nice jawline and represents the future of what Sea Ray will go to market with. And then what we'll do for new projects, we've got 4 series of boats. We've got our SPX, which is where people enter the brand as a first-time boater or somebody that's young in their life stage. And then we've got our deck boats with the SDX, the SLX is our performance luxury runabouts, and then the Sundancer series being our cruisers. So that design language will make its way into all those products over the next 3 years. So lots going on here at Sea Ray.